There's no doubt that a new puppy or dog in the house can bring a lot of joy to the family, but that joy can turn quickly to frustration when the dog has developed bad habits, like jumping on you or pulling you. We're back with animal behaviorist and award-winning dog trainer Brian Bailey, who's also known as the Wolf Whisperer, and this is Captain. We're going to talk about some of the ways that you truly believe people need to learn how to break those bad habits.
Yes. Jumping is one of the ones, if I'm asked on a daily basis, the number one thing, Brian, can you help me? Please save me.
Yeah.
Not from jumping. And it's sometimes from their own dog. Sometimes it's from their best friend's dog or their family's dog.
Yes.
And one thing we have to keep in mind, going back to the wolf again, jumping is a survival behavior. Wolf cubs, that's how they are fed. After mom's milk, when they're 5 weeks of age, they transition from mom's milk to pre-digested food. And they jump up, lick the muzzles of the adult wolves, and they feed them.
So that's a natural instinct for dogs to want to jump.
Absolutely. The problem is we don't crawl around on all fours. We're vertical wolves. So like for Captain, it's a long ways up here to old Brian's head up here to see if I'm going to share my breakfast with them.
Right.
So jumping's very natural for them. We have to keep that in mind.
Okay.
So a couple points. Captain, hop up here, buddy. There you go. He's very interested in the stick there, see? If Captain were to jump on me and he is my own personal dog, then I am going to treat it in this way. I'm going to take my hands, never my knee. You never want to use your knee. But I do want to teach him that it's not good to jump on me. And then after me, I'm going to start transitioning to all the humans out there. Okay. Otherwise, Captain will simply learn, don't jump on Brian, but you're good to go. I'll jump all over you.
I'll jump on her though.
So what I do with my own dog is he jumps up on me, I just simply rudely push him off and say off. And I use the word off because that can transition to things like if he got on my sofa and I didn't want him on my sofa. I don't reward after that. It's one of the behaviors I don't reward. Some people do, but the problem is, if you are not real firm in that push, you're suddenly going to turn into a vending machine. Meaning the dog will jump up. Oh yeah, I got pushed off, but here comes that treat. I'm ready for that treat.
So don't reward that behavior.
I wouldn't. Wolves in the wild don't. A young wolf cub jumps up. This wolf hasn't had a kill in the last 2 days. It's very grumpy. Doesn't want to feed that youngster. And it just goes, "Rrr." And that pup goes, oop, I'm gone.
Right.
And you don't see the wolf go, well, come back here, Junior. Let me give you a treat now for not jumping on me. No, it's very natural. Just simply off and move away. And the neat thing about dogs is they tend to not repeat behaviors that they have no success with. So now it's up to me to transition to everyone else. And one of those ways I would do that, if you were coming to my home, I would make sure that before I answered my door, I would reach down and apply my leash, connect my leash to my dog. So then when you walk in, hi, how are you? I would greet you with my dog in a sit. And if my dog tried to jump on you, I would immediately repel the dog off. I would do the job for you and then make the dog go back into that sit again.
Got it. Makes sense.
And then if I'm walking down the street and some strange dog comes up to me and wants to jump on me, then at that point there, I'm not going to push that dog off unless I know that dog. I have no clue. That dog could take that as a very aggressive movement on my part and attack me. So what I'm going to do is basically do this, fold up my arms and look at the horizon. Good time to maybe even whip out the phone and check the email or send a quick text.
Ignore that dog.
Ignore the dog entirely.
Okay.
Entirely. And eventually the dog will finally, you're no fun.
Okay.
And then go away from you. So these are what I do in those instances there.
Well, we've got just about a minute. Can you quickly maybe show us if you got a dog that wants to lead you versus walk with you?
And they all do. So what we have to do with our young dog, Captain, let's go. If I'm walking with Captain and he starts to go out ahead of me, like right there, I suddenly turn. And now what happens, it'd be like you walking with me and all of a sudden I held your arm and you went, oh, Brian, you just got me. So we do the same thing. And we tell him, let's go back here. So I basically take him away from that. And then what I can do is, let's go, when he does show up here, I can suddenly let him know that being by my leg is a very advantageous place to be. But with my dogs, what I also like to do, let's go, switch. I want my dog to learn to walk on both sides of my body. Because it always helps out when you're seeing someone coming down the road or you have traffic to deal with.
And you may need to move him.
You bet. I want to be able to move the dog out of harm's way.
So many great tips. Brian, thank you so much. You've got a book out and you've got one coming out in the fall. And people want to learn more information, they can go to your website.
Absolutely. Tamingthewild.com.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Captain.